Our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakah, Quadash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and the shouts to all the sincere elect out there. We are coming back at you with a walk and talk. I'll take this opportunity while we still have them. Somewhat, we're in the, coming into the month of October, coming into later on this evening, the Day of Atonement, a time of reflection, self-examination, and afflicting our souls. So that's coming in later on this evening. And I was speaking to one of the Akim one of the elders, and he was saying that around this time of year, high holy days, you see things, the spirits pick up a little bit more active. And it's true, I've noticed it. Just yesterday on my way home, there was some holy sirens, ambulances, and there was a crowd, and I saw somebody barely moving on the ground. And I had a little peep, and it was somebody all bruised up, looked like could have been an Edomite, all bruised up and looked somewhat all mangled. And I just took my leave. I didn't want to stay around too long, but I got the idea. He was alive, but there was a judgment that took place, and that's true. That's just one of the things I've been noticing a lot of things. So it's this time of the year, the high holy days, and as I said, the evenings coming in, time of afflicting our souls, and the word atonement means to make amends. So Yahushua is the ultimate atonement for our sins, and we just show our appreciation for the most part with these high holy days. Our sins have already been atoned for, but this is an opportunity for us to show our appreciation by memorializing it, taking part in it, and analyzing, reflecting, meditating, and giving thanks to the Most High, man, and for all that He's done for us, Yahushua, for all that He's done for us when we think about it. But I just wanted to make that point as well. There's a lot I can talk about today, but I'm going to keep this one brief. The digital ID is on the horizon. As I said, that's beautiful because that gives us a surge of energy. We're seeing the line now at the end of the race. We're seeing the line, it's there. We're not finished yet, but we're seeing it. And we're, Lord willing, we carry on running till we cross that line. And I usually make mention of these types of analogies because that it is what it is. It is an event. It is an event. You know what I mean? An event as far as the fighting. So we see reasons to keep going, man. Reasons to keep going. And Yahweh, Sabaoth, the host of armies, right, is coming to collect. The Father of spirits is coming to collect. And I saw an example yesterday. We're going to see some more. Well, I made the example yesterday, was talking about how the Most High, He deleted 70,000 sheep. King David's people, our people. He deleted them, made an example of them, and it was because something that David did he wasn't supposed to do. I went into that yesterday, but that's just examples. And what he did with the floods, yeah, our host of armies, Yahweh, Tazawat Amath, host of armies. What he did with the floods in Noah, he deleted the whole of the planet. You might say that, yes, that's not an overstatement. And he only left four remaining. Noah, his wife, his sons, and his sons' wives. Eight altogether remaining. 6 sons and his and their wives, and Noah's wife. So these are just little examples of what we meditate on, and it gives us a surge of energy, a boost. Yahweh, Taza Wa'amaf, Taza Wa'amaf, Yahweh, host of armies, is returning to collect. He's returning to collect. And all you women better rise up that are at ease. Isaiah 32. Isaiah 32 around about 9. You women better rise up that are at ease. And just on my way here, I was just doing my little walking, and you got women walking around approaching men. One woman approached me, telling me about words of wisdom. I got words of wisdom, but I ain't got none for you. I believe I've seen her before. I believe it's a witch. Look like she could have been Elam, or could have been an Elamite. We're just speaking to people about words of wisdom. This is what she was saying. We're just speaking to people about words of. I got a lot of. I ain't gonna talk to no blasted woman. Depends anyway. I could have done, but it's just gonna go in one ear and out the other with these women. We've been around these women in the churches, and me in my case in the Jehovah's Witnesses. And you put them right. You tell them they're going wrong. It just goes in one ear and out the other, or they hate you for it. They just want a conversation, you know, going up and approaching men. And it's that time now where things are turning up. You have to be careful now. You know what kind of people you're talking to, what kind of information they might look for. Right, just going up and approaching men. In that time now, you have to be even careful just talking to women. You know, next thing you know, they're crying out the G, your great word and all of that, making false allegations. But like I say, we've seen some things, man. We've seen some things on our journey. But Yahweh, Taza Ba'amaf, Yahweh, the Father of spirits, or Abba, Awa Taza Ba'amaf, Father Yahweh, Father of spirits, or Yahweh of hosts, Father Yahweh of hosts is returning. And I just said that in the Hebrew. Father Yahweh, host of his armies, is returning. He's returning to collect. And let me hit a couple of precepts. I want to put this vibration out there while I'm reflecting, showing the appreciation that we have later on coming in this evening. And tomorrow evening, we're going to have a little gathering with the Akim, then catch up with the Akim, then break bread. And as I say, we're just showing our appreciation, right, of this time of the year, this Day of Atonement. So it's coming in later on this evening, and we're going tomorrow evening, we're going to gather with our Akim and send it out. You know what I mean? But I got out the house today. They're doing some kind of renovations, and all you can hear is clattering and knives and all of that. So I got out here, and it's all right. It's all the Spirit of the Lord anyway. I'm gonna throw up this vibration out here. Isaiah 42 and 13 says, "And Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war." And we're seeing that happening right now. We're seeing that happening. It's taking place already right now. With Israel and the Hamas and all of that, right? And the Gaza and all of that. We're seeing that's stirred up. And with Benjamin Netanyahu on his UN speech, the assembly speech, people just be walking out, basically sticking their two fingers up to what he's saying, because they're really saying this man should be locked up in so many words, and it's been said for crimes. This man should be locked up for crimes against humanity. So they be walking out on this guy in his in the midst of his speech, and that's what they're saying. Action speaks louder than words. So this is all the work of the Most High. The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies, right? Because he hasn't even bucked an eyelid yet as far as doing anything. He's letting he's building them up. He's building up the enemy, right? Stirring up the host of the armies, right? So that Yahushua can come in the midst of it. And it's what you call a full sense of security, so that Yahushua can come in the midst of it and dead it, stamp it out, just like some of us may have used to do with little critters. What we saw when we saw little critters on the wall or on the floor, little critters, spiders, we just stamped them out. Or rats in the house, put a mouse trap in the house and set it up to take the ambush, put some cheese on the mouse trap and just snap its neck. Just like that. That's how easy it is for the Most High. But he's building them up. He's stirring them up, giving them a full sense of security. And here's the point. I have long time holden my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Oh, that's real power. Someone who has the ability to refrain himself when they have the power to take it, to delete. Someone has the ability to refrain himself. That's true power. When you just, all you got to do is, like I say, just stamp on the nuisance that's in the way. Just stamp on the nuisance and it's out of the way, but you refrain yourself. That's true power. And that's why we know Yahweh Tazawaf is the father of spirits. Yahweh of spirits. Yahweh of hosts. And it's his movie. Like I say, let me carry on reading. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Right, and I love that bit where when someone has that type of power, to just throw a left hand and just knock that person out and they refrain themselves for the sake of justice, for the sake of truth, for the sake of prophecy. That's true power. Now I will cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. Yep. What's that? Is that a wasp? I just heard bzzz. Right? He said at once, right? Like I say, we'll just put your foot out and stamp on the nuisance, the little critter. That's what Yahweh, right, gonna do. He's gonna send his son, and his son's gonna do it. Right? That's the grand finale in the midst of WWO. Yahushua, the grand finale, gonna return. And you're going to put out the little lights. That's what it's going to be like. In 1 hour, going to stamp it out. Right? Just like what happened with Belshazzar, Nebuchadnezzar's son. The writing was on the wall. It's a ticking time bomb. And in 1 hour, boom. It was just like that. Right? The Medo-Persians were destroyed. So, likewise with Yahushua when he returns. He says that he gonna be burning in his heart and gonna cry like a travailing woman, right? Cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. I will make waste mountains, hills, and dry up all their herbs. And I will make the rivers islands, and I will dry up the pools. And that's what David said when he was going into that Chronicles. And David said, is it not me that went off? I numbered the people. Are you angry with the hills? And he devoured when the Moses sent that sword, the angel, to bring about that judgment, the pestilence, and he wiped out 70,000 of his own people that he loved. So is that not a father of justice and judgment? Father of spirits, and he's coming to collect. The father of spirits, Yahweh Tazawaf, is coming to collect. The father of hosts, the Lord of hosts, is coming to collect. Right? Job chapters 18 and 14 says, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it will bring him to the king of terrors. Man, yeah, we're seeing that right now. They use that word, the T word, and it's a big threat, the T word, but there's someone coming to bring about that real terror, all right? It's going dead everything. There's not going to be no debate, not going to be no discussion, because the Most High has a controversy with his own people and the nations, right? The three types of man: the sons of the wicked, the sons of the Goyim nations, the heathens, and the sons of men, right? They're the heathens. The son of man, that's us, his servants, his people, the Adamites that were around in the book of Genesis. The sons of man, that's the Goyim nations, and they're really all useless eaters. And the sons of the wicked, that's the E nations, and they're useless eaters. We can see that's why they're stepping up that Henry Kissinger statement when he spoke about the depopulation. They're stepping that up, hence bringing in the ID, Revelation, which is a step closer to the MOTB, Revelation 13. All these things are just leading up to that grand finale, Yahushua return. But we've got to have these prophecies fulfilled, right? They're calling them first it's heard about the wearables, then now the digital ID that you're going to have in your phone, right? And it's going to be made mandatory. They're going to start with adults, and everybody's going to have to get it. And this is, once again, I say it, this gives us a surge of energy because it shows the Most High's word don't lie. His word don't lie. Let me hit that one. I don't want to have to hit a whole heap of precepts, but the Spirit's on me to just bring out these precepts, right, while I'm here in this God-forsaken place. Oh, there was a movie years ago, and the movie was in them days, what we saw, we hear about CGI and all these types of what do they call them, special effects. But then it was a movie called The Land That Time Forgot, and you had all these prehistoric monsters, and you can see that it was prehistoric as well, with all the special effects. Stupidness is the way it looks when you look back at it now, but it was based on a place, an island, where everything moved on in life. There was technology, but there was a particular island. If you go there, you know, King Kong, Godzilla, and all these animals that look alike King Kongs, and, you know, giants, prehistoric animals that we know of. I used to know all about that. I used to get into all that as a youngster. Prehistoric animals, and I used to name. I used to be able to name them all. But yeah, as far as now we hear about Godzilla, King Kong. Now it's in the scriptures, Leviathan and Behemoth. So it is true, but the movie is saying that the land that time forgot, the Most High forgot it. The time didn't move with it. It stayed behind. Therefore, you had all these giants, prehistoric animals doing what they do. And if you go there and you're in the right place, the wrong place at the right time for them, you get nyam up. So God forsook that place, just like here, right now, today. That's why I made mention of it. I say that to say that's why this place is God forsaken, which we know the Most High turned his back, even upon his own people. He returned to his place and turned his back on his people. So yes, that is hence why the place is upside down. We've got women ruling over men. What do they call it? Mayartry. I went into the word the other day in the sit down. But women ruling over men, mayartry or something like that. But women ruling over men, the alphabet business, transformers. Is this dog gonna come over here? Dogs running wild. XL bully dogs yamming up the children. And it's true. XL bully dogs yamming, and I saw that once. XL bully dog or bulldog, when we was at camp one day, we saw a dog was almost going to yam up a 4-year-old, look around about 4 years old. And the owner, the father, the parent, grabbed the youth just in time. All shook up. So this is what I say that to say, yes, this place is God-forsaken. It's upside down. The Alistair Carley spirit is here. Matriarchy. That's the word. When women be ruling over men. Women prime ministers. Scotland prime minister's a woman. if she's still a woman. We had some prime ministers over here. Look at this damn dog. Look, running wild. Theresa May. We had her as a Come over here. Come on, you damn dog. Dog's just happy to be on the loose. It's strange now. They said dog just looked at me like I was invisible. Anyway, that's unusual. Dog didn't even pay me no mind. That's unusual. So as intimidating as it may be to some people, see, the Most High can make you be invisible if he wants you to, or he can make the dog not even come up to you, or he can make it come up to you and just befriend you. But yeah, everything is upside down, and this is the reason why everything is upside down. Everything is upside down. I went into that also last week with the Akim them in the sit down. I think it's Isaiah 16 and 29, or Isaiah 29 and 60. Everything is upside down because this place is God forsaken. The land that time forgot. He's well aware of what's happening. Don't get it twisted. He hasn't totally neglected his people. Yahshua Allah, the sons of his father, the princes of the power, hasn't totally neglected us. And there is a time that even Yahweh Shai doesn't know. Nobody knows the day or the time or the hour when Yahweh going to send forth Yahweh Shai, the Father of spirits, is returning to collect his people for salvation. Come up hither, Revelation chapters 12 and 11, or Revelation chapters 11 and 12. The time is set for that time that only Yahweh knows. He's going to say, come up hither to his elect, and he's going to bring justice and destruction on this place. He's going to cry like a travailing woman, Yahweh Shai. Destruction upon this place, the Father of spirits. So we're going to end with that one. The Father of spirits is coming to collect, right? Land backing off my video yesterday. The King of Terrors. The King of Terrors. The video I did yesterday, talking about the King of Terrors. So the Father of spirits, let's get that one. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? So if we be in subjection, stay in our lots, what lot we've been given, whether it be a humble lot, whatever lot, appreciate it. Once again, the Day of Atonement, we're coming into the evening. We're going to show our appreciation for Yahweh Shai, the ultimate atonement for our sins, that made amendment. He's coming to collect. So we stay in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live. We shall live. Not only live on, we're going to live unto immortality. Right? With those new bodies, when he says, come up hither. He's going to give us those new bodies up in the chariots, and we're going to get busy. But once again, that is my kind of favorite video to be doing, right? When we're going to be extraterrestrial, and I've had them dreams haven't stopped. I just haven't been talking about them so much. And yeah, them dreams they're here. I'll still be getting them regular. Extraterrestrial bodies getting busy, waking up. You know, you could be so happy you might even cry sometimes. So yeah, be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live. Unto the Father of spirits and live. We will live to immortality with new bodies. No more that what we've all witnessed, right? Pure of everything to infinity. Pure of everything to infinity. Enough said. So that's what we're looking forward to, man. The Father of spirits is coming to collect for those who are marked for salvation. Ezekiel 9 and 4, or 4 and 9. for those that are marked for salvation and for those that are marked for destruction. But he's coming to collect, right? The dawaf, right? Salvation, the mark of exemption from punishment. He's coming to collect. So we're going to hit the last one. Psalms 68 and 20 says, He that is our God is a God of salvation, and unto Yahweh the Lord belongeth belongeth the issues from death. Yep. He's the Father of spirits. He bring in, he take out. That's why we're not surprised. That's why we're not surprised when we see deletions. Once again, on the way home yesterday, I don't know, that person could have gone. He could have went after I left, I don't know. But the spirits are definitely active for true. Women want to be like men. For true. So it rings true. And this is the Most High's movie. The Father of spirits, he's definitely coming to collect. And from him issues forth the issues of death. But God shall wound the head of his enemies, and the hairy scalp of such as one as goeth on still it in his transgression. Right? He's going to get all his enemies. Not one of them going to escape. Not one of them. The warrior Bashim Shai, Kala Yahweh, Bashim Yoshai, Bashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Once again, Psalm 68 and 20. He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto Yahweh the Lord belongeth the issues from death. I just want to meditate on that. Let that one marinate. While I'm going to continue to do the walk and talk, I'm going to let that one simmer, bubbling over and marinating. Yahweh Shai, the Father of spirits, is coming to collect. And we're keeping on praying for that return. Yahweh Taza Ma'awaf. Yahweh of armies, Yahweh of spirits, is coming to collect. The warrior Bashim Shai. Kala Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. Yahweh Tazama Awaf in the Hebrew. Yahweh of armies, Yahweh of hosts is coming to collect. So keep up the prayers, Akim. Keep fighting, keep pushing. We're almost out of this bitch.